this thing just got better and better and better as it went through, mate. That was incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Caspersight. How the devil are you, mate? Now look, there's been an awful lot of alien and UFO news this week, which I've been uploading, okay? Thank you so much for watching. So I thought it's only fair to throw in another paranormal ghosty-wosty reaction, okay? And today, we're looking at a little channel called Slap Time, huh? Make sure you go to his channel, subscribe, and do the thing. Now, this one is called 10 Scary Videos That Will Delete Your Soul. That's harsh, old slapperoonie. That is harsh. Without further ado, dilly day, let's just get straight into it. Let's do this. Shh. Go on, Slap Time!
I'm Callan, and this is Slapped Hand. You're about to see some seriously scary videos that are trending this week.
Right.
So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content.
I've done that.
Just like this.
Okay.
Shh. When it comes to scary videos, this first one certainly has that creep factor. A recently uploaded clip by Global Aquaparks on TikTok has sent the platform into a frenzy and left millions of viewers scratching their heads.
This is where the real madness begins.
Filmed at Aquapalace Praha in Prague, Czech
Someone's lost a foot.
Republic. The video was originally meant to promote the park's wild river attraction, an intense river ride designed to simulate fast-moving rapids and sudden turns. At first glance, everything looks normal. Water rushes through the channel as the camera glides along the course, showing the turbulent current.
That looks epic, by the way. A bit slow.
But just a few seconds into the clip, something very strange appears.
Where'd he go?
Briefly bobbing up from the churning water is what looks unmistakably like a human foot.
Unmistakably, mate, that's a foot, okay? What? Oh, hang on. Did you go down here?
Looks unmistakably like a human foot.
Right, hang on. Right, let's look at this. Look at this. I think he might swim down this way. What? Why are you darkening it out?
There is no visible body attached, no splashing swimmer, no sign of anyone else nearby. As the camera continues forward and rounds the corner.
No, he's down here. He's down here. He went down there. He's down here.
Viewers expect to see someone just ahead.
He's back here now. Sorry. Cracked it.
Instead, the river appears completely empty. No riders, no lifeguards, no explanation for where the foot could have come
He's down here, Callan!
from or where it went. The clip quickly went viral, racking up more than 17 million views in just a few days.
What the hell? 17 million?
Social media users have been fiercely debating what was caught on camera. Some believe it could be a visual trick caused by refraction.
Mate. Still there. Swimming down. He's here.
Reflections or a rider momentarily submerged by the rapids. Others suggest it could be an editing error or a brief overlap from another camera angle. No. However, many viewers remain unconvinced. Some are certain the footage shows a disembodied limb and are calling it one of the strangest water park anomalies ever caught on camera. Others have gone further, suggesting it could be something paranormal, possibly even a ghostly apparition briefly surfacing before vanishing again.
I don't think so. It didn't look that ghostly.
So what really happened in that stretch of the wild river? Was it a simple illusion created by fast-moving water and lighting, or did the camera capture something far more unsettling? For now, Global Aquaparks has not offered a clear explanation, and the mystery of the disappearing foot remains unsolved.
the aqua park has done a statement. They don't know what's... There's going to be somebody like that in there going, yes, we have had reports of a floating foot somewhere. We don't know what it is, but we will try and find out for you. Oh, man.
TikTok user Nino Lugo from Medellin, Colombia recently shared a chilling discovery after revisiting old footage from a previous apartment. While scrolling through videos recorded years earlier, one particular clip immediately stood out. The footage shows the OP's young daughter playing casually in front of the camera, laughing and moving through the hallway as any child would. At first glance, everything appears completely normal.
Are we looking at this thing here?
But in the background, seated quietly at the dining table, there appears to be the dark silhouette of a man.
The dad? Maximum chin, please! Chinny chin chin!
The uploader says there were no men in the apartment at the time, no visitors, no relatives, no one who could possibly explain the presence of that shape. What makes the footage even more unsettling is what the OP realised later. During the time they lived in that apartment, strange and unexplained things happened frequently. Unusual noises, an uneasy atmosphere, moments where the home simply did not feel right.
Joking aside, mate, if you legit don't have like a husband, boyfriend, whatever, brother, in that apartment and you see that's freaky.
After eventually moving out, they learned a disturbing detail about the apartment's history.
It was built on a graveyard.
The tenant who lived there before them had passed away inside the unit. His body was reportedly found cold and lifeless in one of the rooms.
Oh, it's him.
Seeing that information through the lens of this footage has left many viewers deeply unsettled. Was the figure merely a trick of light and shadow, a coincidence captured at just the wrong moment? Or is this something far more disturbing? A presence that never truly left the apartment. To this day, there's been no explanation for the figure seen sitting silently in the background, and the video continues to haunt everyone who watches it.
Right. The more I look at that, the more it's freaky, man.
This next image comes from a home security system, and it has left one family deeply unsettled. The still was captured at a friend's house in Spokane, Washington, and later shared by one of our viewers, Matt Rogers. At first glance, the image...
Okay. Oh, yeah, I can see, right? The face looking over looks like a woman.
It looks like nothing more than a grainy black and white security photo.
It's a woman in jeans and a white top.
Taken late at night. But once your eyes adjust, a disturbing detail becomes impossible to ignore.
Yeah, with maximum bulging eyes.
The frame, there appears to be a human-shaped figure, resembling a woman hovering several feet above the ground.
Oh shit, yeah.
The image is blurry, but the outline is unmistakable once it's pointed out.
Mate, look at the eyeballs.
What makes this image even more unsettling is the context behind it. The homeowner's sister had tragically passed away from a drug overdose 2 years before this photo was taken.
Mate, I said it was a female.
According to the family, the figure's shape and proportions bear a striking resemblance to her.
Oh my god.
There were no known people in the area at the time the image was captured, and no explanation has been found for how a figure could appear suspended in mid-air on a motion-activated security camera.
Mate, that is dodgy.
Whether this is a case of pareidolia, a camera artifact, or something far more difficult to explain, the image continues to raise uncomfortable questions for everyone who sees it. A YouTube channel called World Cuisine went live just last week, and the broadcast has left viewers around the world completely baffled.
What the? Look at this one flapping about in the background. What the hell? What the?
Believed to have been filmed in China, the live stream shows a man demonstrating something deeply unusual in real time to his followers.
Live streaming?
Buckets rattle, chairs shift slightly, and items jostle as if disturbed by an unseen force. The man speaks in Mandarin, making it difficult for many viewers to understand exactly what he is saying. However, based on context and translation attempts in the comments, he appears to be explaining that the movement is being caused by some form of internal energy, often referred to as qi.
But why are they not moving around? It just seems to be doing the same thing. Like this just seems a little bit robotic, right?
As the live stream continues, the strange activity does not stop.
Look at the wheelie bin!
Instead, it persists for the entire duration of the broadcast, which runs for more than 55 minutes.
Oh shit!
At around the 34-minute mark, the man places a rag or piece of paper on the floor. He points at it repeatedly, increasing the intensity of his gestures. After several moments, the paper suddenly ignites.
Well, I have seen that as a magic trick before, the paper and stuff. Just seems a little bit weird that he's placing it down quite strategically, you know?
Later in the stream, he places a hat on the ground.
It seems like he's done that many times before, right there in that spot.
And it can be seen hovering up and down in the background, seemingly without any physical support.
What?
As viewers begin questioning whether wires or hidden mechanisms could be responsible, the man attempts to address their concerns. He picks up a broom and carefully sweeps it around the objects, including the moving buckets and chairs, apparently to demonstrate that nothing is attached.
Mate, if he ends up being on Britain's Got Talent, I'm going to be so pissed off. What the hell?
He even lifts the chairs, moves them to a new position, and places them back down. Almost immediately, they begin rattling and shifting once again.
What? Mate, this is peculiar.
Later still, he focuses on one of the green plastic buckets. He lifts it, sweeps around it, flips it upside down, and sets it back in place. Despite this, the bucket
But what's this shit under here? What?
continues to move. Then, near the 52
Look at this thing, mate!
minute mark, he repeats the earlier demonstration. He places another piece of paper on the ground, points...
See, where he's doing this thing, like, my dad's a magician, right? So I've seen the hand, like, and the finger gestures, like, covering things up. Like, you don't normally rip a piece of paper like that. That's the only thing I'm a bit suspicious about.
at it, and once again...
Well, it's not the only thing. The whole bloody thing I'm a bit suspicious about, but it's pretty damn good.
It catches fire. Clips from this live stream have since spread rapidly across TikTok and Instagram, leaving viewers divided. Some believe they are witnessing a genuine demonstration of qi manipulation or advanced qigong practices. Others remain convinced there must be some unseen trick at play. The concept of qi has a long history in Chinese philosophy and medicine. Qi is believed to be a vital life force that flows through all living things. Traditional practices such as Qigong, Tai Chi, and acupuncture are built around the idea that this energy can be cultivated, balanced, and directed through training and discipline. Throughout history, legends have claimed that masters of Qi could perform extraordinary feats, including healing the body, resisting physical force, or influencing the environment around them.
Yeah, get with the program. I've been a master of that for bloody years, mate. Probably before it was called Qi.
While modern science does not support these claims, belief in Qi remains deeply rooted in cultural and spiritual traditions. What continues to unsettle many viewers is the sheer length of the live stream and the fact that it was broadcast live, with no obvious cuts or edits. While hidden mechanisms cannot be completely ruled
Are you watching this, mate?
out, the man did make visible attempts to prove that no strings or wires were involved. So what exactly was caught on camera during this strange broadcast? A clever illusion, an elaborate setup, or something far more mysterious? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
There must be something inside this which is, I don't know, battery operated. It's just some sort of ball bearing in there that just spins around and... I don't know. These things are hovering, man. They're hovering off the bloody ground.
An eerie clip captured inside the Ohio State Reformatory has gone viral after it appeared to show something moving entirely on its own. The footage was uploaded to TikTok by a user with the rather memorable username poopstains27, and it didn't take long for viewers to start
I've got 27 poop stains.
feeling uneasy.
What the?
Oh, okay, seen this. Seen this a couple of times.
Some creepy ass.
This is creepy, mate.
Hold on, I want to see this.
One of the heavy iron cell doors begins to move.
This is... Mate.
There's no one nearby, no visible draft, and no obvious reason why a door that weighs hundreds of kilos would suddenly start moving on its own.
I am.
Hundreds of kilos.
What makes this even more unsettling is the location itself. The Ohio State Reformatory opened in 1896 and was originally designed as a progressive prison focused on rehabilitation. But overcrowding, brutal discipline, and poor conditions quickly turned it into a place of suffering. Over the decades, more than 200 deaths were officially recorded, caused by disease, suicide, violence, and severe punishment. Executions were carried out on site, and countless inmates endured physical and psychological abuse within these walls. Because of this dark history, the Reformatory has earned a reputation as one of the most haunted locations in the United States. Visitors and paranormal investigators have reported disembodied voices, footsteps echoing through empty cell blocks, shadow figures, doors slamming shut, and even full-bodied apparitions.
Wow.
Some believe the spirits of former inmates still roam the prison, while others claim guards and wardens never truly left either. So what are we really seeing here? Is this just an old building settling, a hidden airflow pushing the door, or something?
I don't know about an airflow. I've said that before, but... The only thing I can think of is it naturally wants to do that, right? Stay in this position and wind's blowing it or something. And it's just, but wind really in there? Look at it. You can't hear any wind.
Something far more unsettling tied to the prison's violent past.
None of them.
Odd.
TikTok user TallyT519 recently uploaded a piece of baby monitor footage that has left a lot of viewers feeling uneasy.
God, yeah, this is going to freak me out, mate. Anything to do with babies and CCTV, mate, is going to freak me the F out.
The clip was recorded in late December 2025 inside her child's bedroom, and at first, everything seems completely normal. Then, in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, something strange appears.
Oh, God! Look at you! What the fuck are you?
A blurry, amorphous shape seems to form out of nowhere.
Oh.
It lingers just long enough to be noticed. and then it vanishes completely. Tally says there were no pets in the room, no other children nearby, and nothing that could reasonably explain what shows up on the baby cam.
Mate, some baby cams pick up some
The camera hadn't
weird,
malfunctioned
wild
before
shit.
and nothing else in the room was moving at the time. As the clip began to gain traction, some viewers started looking through her other posts and noticed something deeply personal. Elsewhere on her TikTok page, Tally speaks openly about the death of her older brother, who passed away several years ago. This detail led some viewers to wonder whether the strange shape caught on camera could be something more than a glitch. Some believe it may be her brother trying to make contact with the family, watching over the child from beyond. Others argue it could simply be a trick of the camera, a shadow, or digital noise being misinterpreted. For now, there's no clear explanation. Whether this was a harmless technical anomaly or something far more unsettling, the footage continues to spark debate and leaves one lingering question. What exactly appeared in that child's bedroom?
Oh, mate, that moves so strangely.
This next scary video comes from a home security camera and was shared by Ahmed Shah on our Slapped Ham Facebook community page. It was captured inside a small bedroom while someone was lying on the bed, seemingly unaware that anything unusual was happening around them.
What are the kids doing?
At first, everything looks completely normal. But if you focus on the mirror mounted beneath the small television on the wall, something strange begins to form.
Oh, it's a shadow of some sort.
Damn.
A shape slowly appears inside the reflection, even though there is nothing physically moving in the room that could explain it.
And then he touches his leg or something, feels something, right?
What is he saying?
Moments later, a dark shadow is seen moving across the floor in front of the television, no longer confined to the mirror's reflection.
Mate, that's fucking dodgy as hell, man. That is weird. Get off the bloody bed, mate! Run!
There are no pets in the room, no visible light sources casting moving shadows, and no one else present who could explain what the camera captured. The person on the bed doesn't react at all, suggesting they were completely unaware of whatever passed through the room. So what do you think this camera really captured? A simple visual glitch, or something far more unsettling watching from just out of sight?
Oh, look at it! It's just going up the bloody wall!
This next clip has caught the attention of researchers who focus on patterns rather than one-off sightings.
What the hell?
Uploaded to Instagram by Strange Spotting Official, the footage documents what appears to be an enormous luminous sphere recorded multiple times by a company called Clima Albevo.
Clima Albevo?
According to the original report, the object was observed on several separate occasions, each time appearing between 10:23 and 10:26 p.m.
What's going on here, man? What's going on with this fake cloud with a square bloody orange light underneath it? Well, it's just square. What on earth is that?
What's especially unusual is that during every sighting, the sphere remained visible for exactly 3 minutes before vanishing completely. Even more intriguing, witnesses state that the object behaved in the same way during each appearance. There were no sudden changes in movement, no visible propulsion, and no variation in how long it stayed in the sky.
It comes from the cloud.
3 minutes, it simply disappeared and was not seen again that night. No official explanation has been provided in the report, and no conventional atmospheric or astronomical cause has been confirmed. The consistency in both timing and behaviour is what has raised eyebrows, especially when the same phenomenon repeats across multiple sightings.
What?
So what exactly are people seeing here? A rare atmospheric phenomenon, an unknown man-made object, or something we still don't fully understand?
Mate, that is bright as hell. Look at it reflecting off of the sea here. Like, things like that should be headline news.
Here's a quick and strange one.
Oh, God, look at you. Look at you. Hey? Look at you making fucking sandcastles, you shadow bastard.
Was posted to our Slapped Ham subreddit by user Royal Goat 696987. The photo was taken during a late-night bonfire at the end of Hatteras Island in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. The family were relaxing by the fire when the image was snapped. However, standing
But the thing is, us four were the only ones there.
just to the left of the group is something that simply shouldn't be there. A pair of dark, human-looking legs appear in the sand, attached to an amorphous, shadowy shape where a torso should be. The family insists there was no one else nearby at the time the photo was taken. The beach was empty and no one had walked through the frame.
I mean, we're just going to have to take their word for it, right?
Some viewers believe it could be motion blur or a camera artifact caused by the low light and movement near the fire.
I would imagine that's the case, yes. But they're saying that they were the only ones there.
Others aren't so convinced,
But
pointing
then why it's always smoky shit? Yeah, this is blurry, but then you got smoky stuff going on here.
out how defined the legs appear compared to the rest of the scene.
Well, because that's the only one still. That's the only leg still.
So what exactly was standing beside this family on the beach that night? Let me know in the comments.
Yeah, that's weird, man. That is weird. Like, that leg that foot would have to be still, and his upper body must have to be doing that really fast, with the other leg swinging, for it to be all blurry like that. But the more blur there is, generally speaking, the faster the thing's going. So what's his bloody head doing? Hey?
Want to see more scary videos just like these? Then hit that subscribe button and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll always know when new episodes drop.
And also, subscribe to my channel if you'd like. It's free.
Here's one of the most disturbing and well-documented poltergeist cases in Canadian history. In the fall of 1889, a violent haunting erupted at the farmhouse of George and Susan Dagg in Clarendon, Quebec, near the town of Shoreville. What makes this case stand out isn't just the severity of the phenomena, but the sheer number of witnesses, the direct verbal communication from the entity, and a sworn statement later signed by 17 people who claimed they all experienced the events firsthand. The Dagg household consisted of George and Susan, their two young children Mary,
Mate, these pictures, mate.
aged 5, and Johnny, aged 2, and an 11-year-old adopted girl named Dinah Burden McLean. Dinah was a Scottish home child, one of many orphans sent from Britain to work on Canadian farms. She would soon become the central figure in the haunting.
When, just a side note, when did we learn to smile at photos? It's a natural thing that we do. I think it's built in our DNA. Hey, Ben, let's take a photo. You smile, don't you? Oh. Sorry, what? It's a natural thing. What the hell are these lot on? Like, there's no old photo like that when anybody's smiling. Who thought of smiling? It must have been a trend that started. Anyway, whatever.
The disturbances reportedly began in mid-September 1889 following a heated domestic dispute over money. George Dagg had given Susan a $5 bill and a $2 bill to hide. The next day, an orphan boy named Dean, who was living with the family at the time, produced the money and claimed he found it on the floor. George accused the boy of theft, verbally lashed him, and Dean was briefly jailed before leaving the farm altogether. Almost immediately after his departure, the farmhouse descended into chaos. Milk buckets were mysteriously emptied, butter vanished, filth from the outhouse was smeared across the kitchen floor, fires began breaking out without warning, sometimes multiple in a single day. On one occasion, 8 separate fires erupted, 6 inside the house and 2 outside, burning curtains while the family watched in terror.
Jesus, all over £7.
Stones were hurled through windows by unseen hands, shattering panes of glass.
What?
Water jugs, basins, and household tools flew through the air, and water was thrown directly into the faces of Susan Dagg and her sister-in-law. The violence soon focused almost entirely on Dinah. She was dragged across the floor by an unseen force. Her hair was pulled, cut, and yanked violently. She was slapped, kicked, and punched, all while no visible attacker could be seen. On one chilling occasion, Dinah and her grandmother witnessed what they described as a large black shape pulling bedclothes from the bed. In desperation, the grandmother handed Dinah a bullwhip and told her to strike it. When the whip cracked,
Indiana.
Multiple witnesses heard the squeal of a pig echo through the room, though no animal was present. Perhaps the most unsettling aspect of the case was that the entity could speak. Witnesses described its voice as deep, gruff, and aged, often coming from the walls, the air, or nearby sheds. It used profanity freely and mocked those who challenged it. At times, it claimed to be a spirit who had died 20 years earlier at the age of 80. At other moments, it declared itself to be the devil, threatening to break necks and shouting that it would have the family in its clutches.
Oh, mate, this is horrible. Bloody hell.
The children claimed to see the entity in multiple forms. Sometimes it appeared as a tall, thin man with a cow's head and cloven
Now I know why they're not bloody smiling.
feet. Other times it took the shape of a large black dog. Toward the end of the haunting, they said it appeared as a beautiful man dressed entirely in white. In November 1889, journalist and artist Percy Woodcock arrived to investigate.
Woodcock, that's a fucking name and a half, innit? Hey? Bet he gets the girls.
He spent hours speaking directly with the entity in the woodshed. Suspecting trickery, Woodcock attempted to rule out ventriloquism by forcing Dinah to hold water in her mouth. Even then, the voice continued speaking clearly. Woodcock also claimed to witness a pencil rise into the air, write on a piece of paper by itself, and then fly across the shed. Desperate for answers, George Dagg consulted a local folk healer known as the Witch of Plum Hollow. She claimed the haunting was the result of black magic sent by a neighbour, Mrs. Wallace. At first, the entity agreed, claiming she had summoned it, but when Mrs. Wallace confronted the spirit directly, it retracted the accusation entirely. Clergy were also called in. One minister attempted to bless the home only for a Bible to reportedly fly into the oven.
What?
Another was mocked relentlessly by the entity, which told him he was a better photographer than preacher.
Fucking hell.
Then, on November 17th, the haunting took a dramatic and unsettling turn. The voice suddenly changed. Its tone softened, becoming calm and melodic. It claimed it was now an angel sent from heaven to drive away the foul-mouthed spirit.
Playing games, mate. Playing bloody games.
For hours, the voice sang hymns so beautifully that witnesses wept openly. The next morning, the children said they saw a radiant man with long white hair and ribbons on his clothing. He spoke kindly, lifted his arms, and floated into the sky. The disturbances stopped immediately. To formalize the events, Percy Woodcock drafted a written report describing the fires, flying objects, assaults, and the speaking entity. 17 witnesses signed the document, including family members and neighbors, attesting that the events were real.
What?
But the story does not end there. Shortly afterward, Dinah was sent to live with an uncle in Portage du Fort. According to later family accounts, a man eventually arrived with a letter, allegedly signed by George Dagg, demanding Dinah be released into his care. She left with the stranger and was never seen again. Was the Dagg Poltergeist a genuine case of supernatural possession, a psychological phenomenon, or something far darker that used faith, fear, and violence as tools? More than a century later, it remains one of the most chilling and unresolved hauntings ever recorded.
Wow. Mate, as it went through, mate. That was incredible. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. And please remember, if you like this sort of stuff, subscribe and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.